What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and this is my off-season video. I decided, well, I didn't have the file, so I decided to just, give you guys a little bit of an update. We're going to go to the roster here, and you see that Holiday is still there as our starting quarterback. So there's another quarterback. You see Leroy Thomas and T. Standers. Both of them are freshmen, so I'm not going to talk about everybody who is a freshman that we got. I know I said that Leroy Thomas before. I didn't say this to you guys, but I know I said this to myself. Like, Leroy Thomas will make an impact on this team because of his speed. He's got an 80 speed, so I think he might be useful. Like, Leon Brooks is gone, so we have Marcus Mason instead. And now we're going to go to the fullbacks, and we got Joey Buchanan, our freshman fullback. He is going to make a big impact as well because, quite frankly, I need a good fullback. I mean, the guy who's right there, Baker, he's not going to be much of an impact, especially being a freaking 49 overall. I mean, who would? But we still have pretty much the same receiver core. And, Vince Molly and Dominic Williams, Brett Bartolone, and, well, Gabe Marks, Rick Craycraft, and stuff, and players like that. And you got Cole Madison and Connor Johnson, both of them sophomores. This team is majorly improved. I'll tell you that much. I've played 8 games already, and I could already see the difference from this last year to this year. So much has been improved with this team. Let's just hope we can translate it into some wins, right? So everybody else around us has improved as well. So obviously, we don't have anything to worry. Well, we have our work cut out for us. Let's just say that much. And I'm gonna talk about who went. Well, I already said that our kicker went pro. We already have a new freshman kicker and a freshman punter. Both of them aren't very high overall. I think, well, for a freshman, I would take a 73 overall. I kind of spoiled it, but you're about to find out anyway. So I got a 73 overall kicker in the off season, and he's got a boot. I tell you what, he could probably nail it from about 40. That's pretty good for a freshman, and he can only improve from here. So I'm happy about that. So I can't go wrong with having a good kicker. I like having a good special teams and ones that can boot the ball into the end zone on kickoffs so they don't run it back. But hey, it is what it is. So we're gonna take what we can get. You see, we got a couple of safeties in our recruiting as well. We got Jimmy King, free safety, who's pretty good. 68 overall as a freshman. He's only gonna improve. Same with the other guys that we have. They're all going to improve in one way or another. I may not have the best looking team on paper, but on the field, I mean, they put in that work. So I really cannot complain. But now I'm going to talk to you guys, now that we're going to go to this practice session here. We're going to talk about the schedule and who we're going to play. The first team that we are going to play against this season is going to be Florida. If Florida's going to be a tough cookie, we only have a couple of ranked teams on our schedule this year, so our next opponent will be at North Carolina, and then we are at home for the first time this season against USC, and then on the road again against Stanford. Then we have at home against Colorado and Oregon and Southern Mississippi, all 3 in a row. And then we are at Arizona, which that was a heartbreaking loss last year. We looked for some revenge. And then we're at home against California. California, we lost to in a heartbreaker last year as well. And then we're on the road twice at Oregon State and at Arizona State. And then our final game, the Apple Cup versus Washington. So we do have our work cut out for us. It's not going to be an easy schedule, but it's definitely not going to be... I mean, there's a couple of cupcake games in there. I mean, by the way it looks, Southern Mississippi isn't very good. And I know Colorado hasn't been good in a while. Neither has, Arizona State. We beat them last year. There's a few teams on that list that we are looking for revenge on, so we have a bounty on them, especially, those Pac-12 teams. So there's not really much to be else discussed here. I mean, I've pretty much touched on every topic here. Who we got in recruiting and our schedule for next season. There's not really been any other conference changes other than that. Everybody's pretty much stayed the same. But thank you guys for tuning in and listening in. I hope I gave you all the correct info that you needed. But until next time, my name is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm the mayor of Jam City, and I am out. Peace.